Discover my best friend was dating my ex confronted them both, and the betrayal cut deep. Now I face a choice. Forgive them or move on forever alone. Hi Reddit. I'm extremely heartbroken and in need of advice and even comfort. 25F, I've been dating my boyfriend, 23M, whom we'll call Jim, for a year now. It was long distance at first, but I moved to his home state in August so that we could be together physically. Jim and I were extremely happy with each other, always communicated, and we were just a happy couple. Everything was perfect, or so I thought. He works at a cafe, and there he befriended one of his coworkers, 23M, whom we'll call Derek. Derek has been inviting Jim to get a few drinks after work, and the two became good friends. I've met him before, and he was really nice. Jim thought he was a cool guy too. Then in mid-October, Derek started inviting my boyfriend over to his place. They would just hang out, order pizza, and drink some beers apparently. Jim would text me that he was hanging out with Derek after work and would come home later. I never required him to text me where he was, but Jim was always sweet enough to send me messages throughout the day, and I did the same for him too. Throughout the night, Jim would tell me how he met Derek's girlfriend, 24F, whom we'll call Karen, and that they were both very nice people. I texted him back that it was awesome and sweet how the two invited him and shared a good time with him. I thought that was just that. So, Karen and I have never seen each other. All I knew about her was that she was Derek's girlfriend, she was nice, and I also learned that she and Derek moved in together around early October. I thought that was pretty cute. That's all I knew about her. My boyfriend started hanging out at their place more often, and I only thought of it as coworkers/friends just hanging out after work. I do admit that I felt left out, and even asked Jim if I could hang out with them. He would say it would be a hassle since he would have to come get me from work or home, then go to Derek's place, and that they only hang out for a short while. I would just say all right and leave it at that. I had a day off work and texted my boyfriend that I would come over to his workplace to have lunch together. He told me that would be awesome, so I went. It was pretty busy in there, but not so busy that the workers couldn't casually talk. I noticed my boyfriend working along with another girl. Between orders, this girl would touch Jim's arm and smile at him. She was acting really flirty with him, and my boyfriend seemed totally fine with it. It hurt because, 1, he was letting another girl flirt with him, and 2, he always felt bothered if I flirted with him in public. Mind you, I'm not all handsy, but I do playfully hug his arm. Well, Jim didn't notice me at first, so I just kept to myself. Once several customers had left, Jim finally noticed me. We went out for lunch, and on our way out, I asked him, "Who is your coworker?" He told me it was Karen. I then asked if he found her attractive, and he said word for word, honestly, not really. She's not ugly, but she's not pretty or anything. I told him how I felt about the way he and Karen were acting in the cafe, but he just said it was meaningless since that's how Karen is. I tried really hard to push down my jealousy, but it really hurt me. I cried in the kitchen after Jim had gone to sleep that night. A few days after that event, Jim started going to Derek's place after work and coming home really late. Earlier today, he told me he'd be hanging out with Derek again, and with my insecurities boiling inside me, I asked Jim to stay home with me a few nights a week because we rarely saw each other due to our work schedules. We ended up arguing, and in my anger, I snapped at him, saying something like, "Fine, then you can go to your little three-way." His face went pale, and a sick feeling made me believe that what I had said in anger was actually true. I asked him, and he admitted it. I ultimately found out that my boyfriend had been having a three-way with Derek and his girlfriend after work almost every day since October. I asked Jim if he was bi, but Jim said they were just sharing Karen and that it meant nothing, it was only for fun. That hurt a lot. Jim and I shared the same views that an open relationship would never work for us, that intimacy with another person while in this relationship would be considered cheating, and so on. He was the one who set the ground rules, and I agreed to them. We were both very monogamous. At least, I thought we were. I am completely heartbroken. Jim is in the other room, just sitting at his desk, and I'm in the bedroom bawling my eyes out while seeking some sort of help from Reddit. Honestly, I have no friends here. The friends I have back home didn't want me to leave, and we parted on bitter terms. I'm ashamed to reach out to them for help. I just can't shake this feeling of utter disgust and betrayal. I love my boyfriend so much, so very much. A pathetic part of me wants to just work on our relationship, but I know that's a horrible choice. I know I should leave him and go back home or something, But right now, I'm just in shock.